Good morning, students. So in the last class, I have explained you till here living things breathe, and we left it halfway through because the video was being very long. So now I'm going to start this again. Okay. So how do the human beings breathe? Okay, human beings they breathe through their nose and their lungs. All right. The internal organ that we are using for breathing is our lungs, and the external organ that we use is our nose. Okay, so what is this breathing? The this process of taking in fresh air, okay, we are taking in the fresh air and we are giving out the used air is called breathing. All right. So process of taking in fresh air and giving out used air is called breathing. So remember, children, this line can come somewhere in filling the blanks also. It's an important line. Please underline it. This entire process of taking in fresh air and giving out used air is called breathing. All living things they need air to breathe. Okay, human beings and animals they breathe through their nose and lungs. Now frogs when they are under the water they will breathe through their skin, but when they are on the land they breathe through their lungs. This also I informed you before. All right, and then we talk about our leaves. How do the leaves breathe? The leaves are breathing through tiny pores called stomata. Stomata is there on the surface of the leaves. Okay, and through these pores, pores are actually opening. Okay, so through these openings, leaves are going to take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen during photosynthesis. Do you remember this? I have taught you this in the previous chapter also, parts of a plant. Alright, and especially remember about frog. Frog under the water it is breathing through its skin, and on the land it will breathe through its lungs. Let's go to the next page and see how insects are breathing. Alright, now see here. This is yeah. Insects such as cockroaches, they have holes on their body, and this is called as spiracles. Okay, these holes are called as spiracles. I'll give you this in the note. This is a word that is better you will learn. Insects such as cockroaches, they breathe through the holes, air holes, and these holes are called as spiracles. Fishes they breathe in the water through gills. All right, you can see here fishes are breathing through gills. Humans have nose and lung, and this opening, right? These openings you can see here is called as stomata. Okay, so through these openings the plants are breathing. Human beings have dash to breathe. Lungs, gills, air holes. They have lungs. When we feel pain, we cry. Books, animals, chair can move themselves from one place to another. Animals, of course. Let's go to the next page. Okay, this is the end of the chapter. Now, very quickly, I'll take you through the differences between living and non-living things. You can see here living things, they move. Non-living things, they don't move. Living things, they grow, they do not grow. Reproduce, they do not reproduce. They need food for energy and growth, they do not need food. Can feel things or change around them, they cannot feel. Breath, take in and give out air, they do not breathe. They breathe here and they do not breathe. Alright, so these are some important definitions also that may come as filling the blanks, or if I put them as question, if they're in the question answers, then you have to learn them in the form of question answers. Okay. See, now you are in grade 3, children. So we cannot say that only whatever is given in the notes will come. Questions can come from the textbooks also. Questions, when I say questions, I mean filling the blanks can come. I mean to say filling the blanks can come, name the following can come, match the following can come. Okay, these things. But obviously when question answers will only be the same which are given in the notebook. Some new question answers are not going to come in the exam. But one word questions can come from the textbook also. Okay, so textbook is also important. Alright, I know it is a big change for you, but you need to work on these things also. So locomotion, already we have a question which is based on locomotion. I have given a question based on reproduction also, and there is one particular question on sense organ also. Okay, that which are the different sense organs. But here you have the definition. So you don't need to learn the definition, but it may come as one word or filling the blanks. Like, what is the organ of the body that enables us to sense or feel? Then you will write sense organs. Okay, this type. But here I can give you clearly, I can give you what is reproduction because I have given you as question answers here. Just see. In the question answers, I have given you what is reproduction, what is locomotion. Okay, so these questions can come directly. What are the five sense organs? This can come. Okay, but anything else that I'm saying, it will come from the textbook. That can only come in the form of name the following, true or false, filling the blanks, one word, those kind of things. All right. So now, what I'm going to do, see, your today's work is, the class work is, there is no class work as of today. I have explained you the lesson. The last part of the lesson I have explained to you, and we have finished the explanation of the lesson. So we'll just have a look at the part A of the textbook exercise. Okay, this is part A. Yeah, this is part A of the textbook exercise. Take the correct answers in the space provided, and here I have written that no need to write the options. Okay, so like say for example these options, you don't need to write them. Okay, you don't have to write these options. Let me just highlight it in yellow for you, so that your work will not become long. Now you have to see how to reduce your work also at times. So you'll only write this portion, like which of these things are natural, and your answer is cloud. Okay, fishes breathe through gills, plants breathe through stomata. You can underline the answers also. Which of these can feel? Can a watch feel? Can water feel? Can animals feel? No. So, which of these can feel is animals. Sorry, animals can feel. So, this you will write down in your textbook. I'm sorry, you will write down in your notebook. Okay. So this is your homework, and classwork is the explanation, and later by the end of the day I'll be putting in the YouTube link also. See, nowadays I'm putting in the YouTube link in both your science and math class, so that you don't have to go in the other folder and then click on the YouTube link, because I am seeing that the views have dropped. The views of the lessons have dropped. See, children, notes are important. I agree, but the links are also important. My explanation is important. Okay. So now I made your work easier. You can just open this and you can access everything. See, no need to even go to the homework diary and look at the homework there. Here only in the notes only I have given you everything. See, for maths also I am trying to do the same thing. If you see the maths notes, okay. Sorry, not this one. In the maths notes also I put the YouTube link along with the lesson explanation, like I'm doing here, right? See, YouTube link for 1604. So this you have already, you can see this YouTube link from here. And how you can go here, na? You have to do control and click. Okay. So when you do control and click here, it will start rotating like this, and your YouTube, you will directly go to my YouTube video. Okay, please see these videos, children. Please see these videos. They are equally important. So in the previous class, I had explained to you the characteristics of living things. Yeah. And we have already gone through three characteristics: movement. All right, children. So this is your homework. Okay, and I'll be putting up the YouTube link for this video also. Thank you.